Hello, and welcome to another Win Daily Sports Show. My name is Michael Brazil. I got my man Ghost here with me, and we are rocking this 12-game NBA slate for Wet Wednesdays, baby. I love to see it. If you are watching, please make sure to smash that like button, as those YouTubers like to say. Maybe one of these days I'll become a big enough YouTuber that I start having boxing matches. We'll see how it goes. Please make sure to follow us at Win Daily Sports. Follow him at DFS_Ghost. Follow me at Michael Brazil1 and hop right into that chat. We are here with you for the next, I'll say 30 minutes, but you guys kind of know it's like 35. We're here to answer all your questions. We're here to do everything. We're here to help you guys the fuck out. Win some money. We got some bets. We got some DFS plays, and we got some news for you. WinDailySports.com/chat. If you want to enjoy the chat the rest of the night, come hang out with us. 7 free days in that bad boy. Ghostman, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, bro. It's Wet Wednesdays. It's always
yeah. What is Wet Wednesday? I read it in your article, so I rocked it. But like, what does that mean?
So there's a thing here where, you know, like one of the, I don't want to say like one of the biggest, but just there's a club here in Montreal that there's really cheap drinks, and the event that they call it is Wet Wednesdays during the summer. So it's like a thing where you go out during the summer, because obviously during the winter you're probably not going out on a Wednesday. Even in the summer, it's kind of tough when you work the next day there, but it's yeah, they make it fun. There's really good music, a ton of cheap drinks, and they call it Wet Wednesdays. So it's just the boys and I, we always call it Wet Wednesdays now. It's the pregame to Thirsty Thursdays. Yep. So
as
gotta get fired up.
Should be. I love it. I love it, man. Yes. So please, everybody, come hang out with us. We're gonna get wet on this Wednesday. We're hopefully gonna shower you in cash, huh? I'm starting to get pretty good at this thing, man. I'm starting to get good at this thing.
On the spot, too. That wasn't even rehearsed. Yep. I like that.
That was not rehearsed.
It's got to be the hoodie.
It's Duke won last night, too. And they covered, more importantly. I try not to bet on my teams because I already have too much invested in just emotional.
Except if it's the Raptors. Then you always take the opposing team money line.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think we get to talk about that. Give me 1 second. I'm just throwing in the Discord. Everyone, we're live. So hopefully we get everyone to come pop over. Come hang out with us and have a good time. All right, so let's start breaking this down, because you got shit to do and I need to go probably make more tacos. First game I see on my slate, I'm using PointsBet for our odds maker. Please go to pointsbet.com, use promo code WINDAILY when you sign up. You get a boatload of free money and you can hang out and make some money with us. So we have the Indiana Pacers, we have the Charlotte Hornets. Pacers are favored by 2. Is Sabonis in or out? Is that confirmed yet?
Still questionable. The good thing about that is that it really dictates which players I want to play from that game. So it's good that it's the first game on the slate. That's always nice when you're, these 12-game slates. Obviously, you're going to get a ton of news, and obviously it's just normal that the more games there are, the more news there is to follow. So it's kind of nice when an impact player of Domantas Sabonis' stature is in the first game, and you could kind of dictate your lineups from there. But if he is out, the go-to spot that a lot of people will likely flock to will be Malcolm Brogdon. With Sabonis, TJ Warren, and Oladipo as well, because he was there for a large chunk of Brogdon's tenure in Indiana thus far. With all three of them off the floor, he's averaging 1.71 fantasy points per minute. So just to give you a bit of reference to that, right now Joker's averaging a triple-double, and he's averaging 1.65 fantasy points per minute.
Wow.
So that's actually even higher than Joker. It puts him on pace similar to what Giannis was doing last season in his second of back-to-back MVPs. So it's absolutely absurd what Malcolm Brogdon does when he's virtually the only threat out there on the court, along with Miles Turner. So you could definitely get exposure to Malcolm Brogdon. I am going to keep eye on his ownership, though, because if it is getting a little bit out of control, that's where I'll gladly turn to Miles Turner. I love attacking the Charlotte front court, so if everyone's going Brogdon, I'll get my exposure to Miles Turner. Look for Jeremy Lamb to have another good game too. This is one of many revenge spots on the slate. Jeremy Lamb, one of the former Charlotte Hornets out there. So he had a buzzer beater against the Raptors too. That's pretty iconic. The three-pointer that he made from roughly just after half court. So
I do remember that.
I'll always remember that shot. Mm-hmm. That was a heck of a play. So Jeremy Lamb, Charlotte revenge, and then look for TJ McConnell to get significant run off the bench as well. So those will be the main paces that I'm looking at. On the Charlotte side, obviously LaMelo Ball is somebody that's kind of lacking a bit of trust from his coach right now, given the amount of turnovers that he's having. It's his rookie season. It's normal that he's turning over the ball. I don't really know why they don't just let the kid play, but that's pro sports, right? So some coaches are the way that they are, and that's okay. They're there for a reason, right? So hopefully he'll grow from that. When he does get the minutes, he's extremely efficient out there. Only question is that you don't really know how many minutes he's playing. So until his price comes down a little bit, I'm not playing him. Cody Zeller getting the spot start for Bismack Biyombo tonight. I do like that spot for him. And an athletic wing like Miles Bridges is somebody that should get a lot of looks in this game, along with Gordon Hayward as well.
I love it. I love it. So we will rock from there. Samson? Question mark? Question mark? No. There you go, Brian. And Duke sweater because Zion. Actually, yes. It kind of just lines up. That's what we've been talking in the chat all day. Ghost gets to drink with Thad Castle and Alex Moran. Yeah, he does. When the border opens up, Ghost is going to show me around. And hopefully we can see some of the Goat House and some of those dudes there. We'll see what happens. Let us move on. We have the Sacramento Kings. We have the Orlando Magic. Magic favored by 1.5. Over under sits at a nice 224. A lot of juice on the over too, minus 121. So that's going to be going up pretty soon. You love to see it. Ghostman, anything from this game?
Limited exposure to this game outside of large field GPPs. Based on the contest that I play, I'm not playing anybody from this game. But if you're playing in one of those tournaments where there's 40, 50, 60,000 people in it, I do like the point guard matchup here on both sides. Cole Anthony's been popping because Sacramento's defense, if we even want to call it defense at this point, just absolutely blows. So it's a great spot for Cole Anthony, who's really picked it up in his past 2 games and really, outperforming these veterans like Evan Fournier, which you love to see because I'm getting tired of, plays like Evan Fournier getting 5 to 5.5 times their price and like just barely hitting value. Those guys are always no fun to play. So getting a rookie like Cole Anthony tonight pretty cheap is something that I'm not opposed to. I would run it back with De'Aaron Fox. He would be the one and only Sacramento King that I have interest in. At 7,900 on FanDuel, that's where I would play him. On DraftKings, he's simply too expensive based on not only who he's surrounded by, but more so who, like the players that he is surrounded by, they're just way too cheap. So we're going to talk about a couple of those guys. I'm out on De'Aaron Fox, even in large field contests on DraftKings, but on FanDuel at 7,900, he's way too cheap. So if you want to go De'Aaron Fox with Cole Anthony, that's okay. And I'll never say no to playing Nikola Vucevic on a slate where center is beyond loaded tonight, and you can only pick one on FanDuel. I don't really think anyone's going to play Vooch, and that's what the ownership's showing right now. Nobody's really playing him. So if he outscores guys like Clint Capela, Andre Drummond, all these other center options that we've been talking about, could be in for a good spot there.
Always like a good spot. So Brian, Ben, can you show the DK layout? We're trying not to. If you guys really love it, let me know. We can always put it up, but we're trying to do these a little bit faster so that Ghost can get back into Discord and make sure that the model's hopping. I appreciate you understanding that, Brian. Sabonis out. Doesn't that mean Samson gets minutes? Samson allows me to fit Trey, KD, and Steph.
I'd have to check what the model dictates. Right now, it still has Sabonis in. So if he gets ruled out, then it'll adjust accordingly, and you guys will likely see it before I do because I'm on air. So if Sabonis gets ruled out, then we'll be able to see. Just off the top of my head, though, he's not a really highly efficient player out there, so it would have to mean him getting 30 plus minutes for him to be popping. In which that case, then yeah, I'm gonna go because minutes equate money, right? So if he's playing a ton of minutes, then that's okay. But if his projection is low, it's likely just because his minutes aren't there, and he's not a really highly efficient player during the time that he's out there.
Makes sense. Let us move on. Detroit Pistons, Cleveland Cavaliers. Cav favors by 2. Over under is a pretty small 214. I think Blake Griffin's out. There's a bunch of people out in this game, right?
Yeah. Blake Griffin's out.
Season.
These Pistons are just, a revolving door of injuries and setting guys out for load management and whatnot. So you could always find a bit of value in the Detroit side. For me tonight, it's Andre Drummond and Colin Sexton from this game, and that's about it. Getting a price discount for 2 bad games of Colin Sexton, yes, please. Sign me up. It just doesn't make sense. The guy has 2 bad games out of the entire season, and all of a sudden he's stooping into the $6,000 range where, there's backup guards that are more expensive than he is. It just doesn't make sense. This guy has dropped 20 or more points, like actual points, not fantasy points, 20 or more raw points in every single game this season outside of his last 2. So you put aside the 2 bad games, this guy's a natural born scorer. He's having a career year. I absolutely love the spot for him. And Andre Drummond revenge against his former franchise. You absolutely love to see that. Going up against Mason Plumlee, he should be able to dominate the paint there. His minutes are coming down a little bit. Everybody knew that with the acquisition of Jared Allen. It's not like they're going to acquire a player with Jared Allen's stature and just, play him 5 minutes a day or play JaVale McGee over him. It's not really the case, but, Drummond could easily drop 20 and 20 in 20 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
Like he could drop 20 and 20 in 20. It would not surprise me at all. So look for Andre Drummond to do work in the paint there. Definitely prefer it on DraftKings where he's only 8,400. That price is just simply laughable. It doesn't make sense to me.
Laughable. You'll love to see it. Let's move on. I think this one's going to be fun. So those are all the 7 o'clock games. So there's definitely a few plays as Ghost went over there, but it still get a little while until the big one. We got the Brooklyn Nets. We got the Atlanta Hawks. We just saw this game recently, if I'm not mistaken, and we hammered the over, and I think it worked. Brooklyn is favored by 6 on the road. Atlanta is actually getting a little bit of the juice, though. The over-under sits at 238.5. Are we doing it again, Ghost? Are we doing it again?
I have a bit of interest in some other bets today, more player props than spreads. But if you take the over in this game, I'm definitely not going to say no. Obviously, I live for overs. Both of us do, and this is a game that we bet the over, and we were sipping a nice beer at halftime, saying, you know what, we're like 5 points away from the over already.
It was ridiculous. It was like 90 something to 86. I remember it was like so ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure it hit like just under 200 at halftime. So I was like, you know what, this is a crazy game. So I can't blame you for going right back to the spot. And you know what? A lot of people are going to overthink it. It's a 12-game slate. You overthink, you get overwhelmed, and you're like, man, who am I playing? If you run a stack with Trae Young, Clint Capela, and Kyrie or KD, you're likely going to be sitting pretty by the end of the night. And a lot of people are not going to do that because they're just going to be, I want one guy here, one guy there. If you full on game stack the game that, like, if there's one game that ever has a chance to hit 300 points in the NBA, it's a Brooklyn Nets Atlanta Hawks game. So it's a great spot there. Personally, I'm going to get all the Clint Capela that I can on DraftKings tonight. Again, 9,100 for Clint Capela, similarly to 8,400 for Andre Drummond. It's just laughable. It doesn't make sense for me. Brooklyn is, I can't even find an adjective to describe how bad their interior defense is. They're just getting torched left and right. Clint Capela's out here dropping triple doubles with blocks. Do the math, people. Like, you just don't overthink this one. You could play Clint Capela. If it busts, you're going to be able to sleep like a baby tonight because you take that process 10 times out of 10.
I'm sorry. I was just taking the over in that game, but I appreciate it. We actually have a question from Zach. Nets, Hawks, over under 238.
Yeah, over.
Yeah, over. I mean, the Nets really let everyone down last night or 2 nights ago when they played the Heat, and I think it totaled like 180 or something, or right around there, and it was not that great. But this is the Hawks. They don't like to play defense. They don't want to play defense. I know Clint Capela is questionable. Is he confirmed in, or is that still some news that we're looking at?
Yeah, we did get the news that Clint Capela is confirmed in, and that's exactly what we were waiting for because all of our early builds, or at least our mock builds, started with Clint Capela. So it's nice that he's ruled in. We didn't have to change everything out of our build. It's nice when you only have to change 7 out of 8 guys. At least people wanted them in there. I consider that a positive during the 2021 season. So I'm locking in Clint Capela and DK in my main lineup. That's for sure.
I love it. James Harden over 23.5 is plus 107 points.
It's really interesting because, again, Brian at Tulok Sports, make sure you guys go and follow him. He brought it up that, they were talking about it last game, and these are like Brooklyn Nets reporters, right? It's not NBA reporters. It's not, it's not guys like Skip Bayless for a morning show or anything like that. We're talking about guys that just cover the Brooklyn Nets, and within the organization, they're already asking James Harden to be more aggressive. They acquired him to go out there and really be that prolific offensive player. They don't want to see him shooting the ball 6 times a game. They want James Harden shooting the ball. So I'm curious if it starts right here tonight. Personally, it's not a spot that I want. It's more of a spot that I want to take that wait and see approach. But considering it's plus money,
I took it 23.5. I mean, didn't he score 20 points in like the fourth quarter last game?
He could get 24 points just on free throws alone.
That's what I mean. So I'll take it.
He gets to the line so much that. Yeah, I like that. It wouldn't be one of my like top 5. I'm gonna ship a lot of money onto it, but I do like that. It's especially that it's plus money. I like
exactly. It. Watch, he scores 15 in the first quarter. Bang bang, let's go. No, you love to see it. This one's gonna be a lot of fun. Did we go over the Atlanta side? I don't remember. I was taking the over. I'm sorry.
Trae Young, Clint Capela, DeAndre Hunter. Those are the 3 guys. Trae's way too cheap. Again, I'm talking about those guards. Like, why I'm not playing De'Aaron Fox. Trae's one of those guys. I do like Hunter. I'm a big DeAndre Hunter fan. I say it all the time. Guy's a stud coming out of UVA. He's one of the best 3-and-D wings up and coming in this league, and people are going to know who DeAndre Hunter is by the end of the season. Absolutely love him. Just price is getting up there, but again, on FanDuel, way too cheap. You got to play DeAndre Hunter on FanDuel. Doesn't make sense.
Got to play him on FanDuel. So let's see if Eric did. Curry, Lonzo, Beal, Lamb, Okogie, Bridges, Williamson, Crowder, Turner. No Hunter.
I like that. The one thing about shooting guard on FanDuel is tough because I would want to lock in Bradley Beal, and Jordan Clarkson's only $100 more than Jeremy Lamb, but I do like Jeremy Lamb tonight too. So I have a ton of Beal and Clarkson as my main combo. I like that. I'm not sure about Jay Crowder though. Check the model. I haven't really checked power forward on in the past couple hours. If he's popping, great, roll it.
Hey, and Williams starting to talk some sauce. You need to redeem yourself on some of your props. We had John Wall PRA over hit, Bradley Beal PRA over hit. Rockets 3.5. I mean, we hit 3 out of 4, man. Like, what do you want from us? Sorry,
John Wall. I know because whatever we talk about, it's
you literally texted me. You said hit it.
If I say play this guy, it's because I have him in my lineup. I don't blow smoke. So whenever I say this is the prop bet that I'm taking, it's on my bet slip too. I'm not saying, oh, I like this and then don't bet it. It's on my slip too. So I know what won, what didn't. So Houston minus 3.5. That was no sweat whatsoever.
We didn't hit the over.
Wall points.
Yeah, Wall.
Yeah, the over was the one that missed. That was a clear miss. That was really gross. John Wall points hit. John Wall PRA hit. I didn't take the assists, but the points in the PRA hit. Then what else do we have? Bradley Beal over 30. That was not even a worry in the world. What else was there?
Bradley Beal PRA?
Bradley Beal PRA hit, yeah. There was a lot that hit there. It was nice.
Love it. Hopefully you got it. All right, let's go to one more lineup and then we'll hop back over to
I like that. Like nice contest.
Trey, Lamb, Durant, Yang, Capella, Kemba, Bacon, Caruso.
I can't really get behind Caruso unless he's popping for some reason. I don't really know. It's not bubble Caruso with the headband there with the NBA logo right in the center, like he's at the YMCA. So
love it.
For that, I'm gonna pass on Caruso unless he's popping again. You guys have it in front of me. I don't right now, so you tell me. And on a 12-game slate, I can't really get behind Cardiac Kemba. I'm a big Kemba fan, obviously, but there's just other spots that I'd rather target. But the core looks solid. I like it.
Love it. All right, let's get back to the show. Oh, perfect. Milwaukee Bucks, Tampa Bay Raptors. Bucks favored by 7 on the road. Over under at 228. What do you like from this one?
This for me starts and ends with Giannis. I'll throw Chris Middleton in there as like a 1B kind of play. But I'm not playing anybody else from this game. You know, it's nice to see Giannis finally playing in some competitive games. And this is where you end up seeing the back-to-back MVP doing exactly what he's done for the past 2 seasons, right? So averaging a ton of minutes over the past 2 to 3 games. He's scoring, he's rebounding, he's attacking. I was about to say Tampa. Toronto has nobody inside.
Gotcha.
So that's where I knew it was going to come out eventually. I was going to say Tampa, but Toronto has nobody inside, and now you have Giannis driving on who? Aaron Baines?
Hell yeah.
Pascal Siakam?
Oh yeah.
It's not going to end pretty tonight for the Raptors. So yeah, I love Giannis in this spot. Everyone's talking about these underpriced studs. Giannis is priced accordingly. He's coming in under 5% owned. I would have Giannis in large field contests as well. Personally, I don't have him because of the contests that I play are less people, so you have to change your lineup based on the contest that you play, of course. So I don't have Giannis in my main lineup right now. But again, if I was in that 40, 50, 60,000 people tournament and you end up saying, oh, who's that 5% owned guy that this person had that I didn't, and you see it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you be surprised?
Nope. MVP for a reason. 2-time MVP, back-to-back MVP for a reason. Let's move on. Los Angeles Lakers, Philadelphia 76ers. Lakers favored by 4 on the road with the juice going to the Lakers. So that number is probably going to go up. 222.5 for the total. Again, juice is on the over, so that number is probably going to go up soon. We actually already have a THT in the comments. So how are you feeling about this Lakers Sixers game?
I'm off this game completely, just based again on the contest that I play. But if you're in these large fields, I would stick to the studs here. You got to go Joel Embiid. Very tough matchup. Marc Gasol and Anthony Davis. Can't believe I'm talking about Marc Gasol. It's 2021. We're talking about Marc Gasol being a tough matchup. It just, it goes to prove how good of a career he's had. But yeah, Embiid's having an MVP type season, averaging over 27 points per game. You see what the Sixers look like without him, and that is so fun to watch. Oh, it's fun to watch when they get blown out by G League teams because they don't have Joel Embiid. You'll love to see it. So, sorry for anybody from Philly. I don't like your sports teams. I'm sorry. I'm a Cowboys fan on top of that. I don't like the Eagles. So I do not like the Flyers. For anybody that's a hockey fan out there, hate the Flyers. So I don't like Philly sports teams, but yeah, I'd love to see them struggle without Joel Embiid. But Embiid's back tonight. I really do think they're going to challenge him to really just post up on AD and challenge both him and Marc Gasol and either draw some fouls or just get them tired that, you know what, they only have to key in on LeBron on the offensive side. And I say only as if it's easy to key in on LeBron when it's really not. But when you have to think about AD and LeBron, then forget about it. So I really do think they're going to use Joel Embiid as much as they can in the post. It's just too many good centers. I have to plant my flag somewhere. I like Embiid. I wrote him up. I just can't get there in my main lineup tonight.
I love it. And we have a couple guys in the chat going back and forth. I'm going the overs, of course. Nets don't have any D, of course. Trey's going to carve them up, of course.
Yeah, Trey.
Here we go. I'm going to stick to the overs.
Always over.
Love it. And then Brian's trying to talk about the Eagles, so we're just going to let him sit there by himself for a little bit. Let's move on. We have the Nuggets. We have the Heat. Nuggets favored by 6.5 on the road, over under 218, kind of low considering how big this slate is and some of the other numbers we've been seeing. Anything from this game? This seems like a muck 'em up kind of game.
Yeah. If you're going to play Joker, I'm never going to say no. I mean, it's guys averaging a triple-double. What else do you want me to say? Goran Dragic is out for the Heat now, so curious to see if Tyler Hero comes back. Front end of a back-to-back, maybe they just throw in the towel and start guys like Gabe Vincent and run Kendrick Nunn 36 minutes. Then at that point, Kendrick Nunn price came down a little bit that you could consider him, but large in part this is a game that I'm staying away from as much as possible. If Kendrick Nunn gets a start and Dragic and Hero are both out, then I'll see if I could get Kendrick Nunn into my main lineup. But right now he would be the only guy that I'm targeting from Miami. And on Denver, like I said, anytime you play Joker, I'm never gonna say no.
No one's going to be angry about that. Moving on, we have the Celtics. We have the Spurs. This is an 8:30 start. Celtics are favored by 4.5 on the road. Over-under sits at 224. Any news and notes from this game we should know about?
Not really. If you play DeJounte Murray, he's underpriced. Guy's an absolute stud.
How did I know?
I'm okay with that.
Have the all-time ghost team. You got Tyler Hero, DeMontis Sabonis, DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
There's a couple dudes I'm forgetting, but
DeJounte Murray's a stud, man. The guy's unreal. So if you play DeJounte Murray, I'm not going to say no, but I'm completely off this game. It's going to be a snooze fest. If you're having trouble sleeping tonight, turn on the Spurs Celtics game.
Love it. How do you feel about the cover? We got Celtics to cover spread easy 4.5.
I never bet against Pop. I never bet for Pop. That's just one of those rules that I have. There's certain people that I just don't mess with. Pop is one of them. Bill Belichick is another guy. I never bet against the Pats. Never bet for them. It's not happening.
Is Tatum playing for Boston? Yeah, right.
Yeah, as far as I know, I haven't seen anything confirming that he's not. So he should be good to go. If he doesn't, then you could fire up Jaylen Brown, having a career year there. But again, it's just this game doesn't do it for me. 12-game slate. It was very easy to cross this one off.
Yeah, DeMontis Sabonis is available.
He's MVP.
Oh no, over here, Zeller minutes from Thuggin.
Had him projected just over 20. Again, I don't have it in front of me right now. I think it was just under. It was 20 point something, just under, in between 20 and 21. I had him for.
Still a bunch of games to go, so let's keep this rig rolling. Dallas Mavericks, Utah Jazz. Jazz favored by 2.5. Over under sits at 220.5. That number is going to go up with the juice on the over. We saw Luka, another triple double the other night. I had Joker getting the triple double in that game. Didn't work, but whatever. It was still fun. How are you feeling about the Mavs and the Jazz? This again seems kind of like one of those kind of slugfests.
Yeah, very similar to Joker. I'm off that game, but if you play Luka Doncic, I'm not going to say no. It's Luka Doncic, so you can ride that out. More so looking at Jordan Clarkson, specifically on FanDuel. DraftKings, he's priced a little bit too steep for my liking, especially if a guy like Kendrick Nunn gets started. I like Cole Anthony as well out there, so that price range is kind of tough to determine which guard you want to get. But this game just doesn't do it for me. The one thing you want to check with Utah, Donovan Mitchell's out. For those of you that didn't see that, Donovan Mitchell's out. So ideally what you want here is Joe Ingles slotting into the starting five with Conley, Bogdan, Royce O'Neal, and Rudy Gobert. And then you have Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench alone. You're going to tell me, why do I want to play a guy that's coming off the bench? Look at what Jordan Clarkson did for the first 15 games when Joe Ingles was out, and then comes back to me and say that you want Jordan Clarkson starting instead of coming off the bench. You want Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench.
Yes, let him play against that second team. Could take a little bit
you
more.
Want Jordan Clarkson You want Jordan Clarkson going up against guys like Trey Burke. You don't want him sharing the ball with Mike Conley and Bogdan and Rudy Gobert and all these other guys. You want him having the ball, being alone on the court, and just chucking up threes.
100%. So Jessica's taking the unders. Now we can't advise that, but I actually like the way you think.
I like it, but I
won't
whenever I see that word, I can't even say it out of my mouth.
Yeah, please don't. I'll take it for you, Ghost Man. I'll take the L on that one. Just go back. We got Alonzo Ball, Beal, Lamb, Bay, Drummond, Clarkson, Zion, and Zeller.
Very strong. I like that.
Love it. Good shit. And Ben chiming in. Good call on Man yesterday. People didn't pivot to him in my cash game, so Ben won a couple bucks. Love to see it, Ben. That's what we're here to do, buddy. We are here to help you win some money. We got 1, 2, 3 more games. Okay, cool. We powered through this one. So I guess it's a good time to talk about one of our new sponsors, Ghost Man. I think it's one of those times to talk about one of our new sponsors. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. BLUE Chew. Like the food. Let's talk about something that we could use a little bit more of right now, and that's sex. That's some goddamn good sex. I know Ghost is sitting there with his tacos all by himself, so hopefully we can get a lady in his life and maybe, hey, show her a good time. Guys, now is the time to increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up, bluechew.com. That's blue like the color, BLUE. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, so you can be ready whenever the opportunity arises. Blue Chew is made in the USA. It's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctors or wait in line. It's even cheaper than a pharmacy, and they prepare and ship it right to your door in discreet packaging. No awkwardness, and you don't even need to leave the house. If you can benefit from more confidence from where it counts, not only in your NBA DFS bets, not only on that DraftKings app and those points bets app, but Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance in that bedroom. Right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit bluechew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code WINDAILY. Just pay $5 in shipping. Again, that's BLUE Chew.com, promo code WINDAILY to try it for free. Blue Chew is the better and cheaper choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the pod. And remember, when you support our sponsors, you help make this possible. So remember, promo code WINDAILY, bluechew.com, and get it nice and toy. So let's get back to the chat for a little bit. Someone just said hi. Hey, what's up? Switched my GPP FanDuel to Anthony, Alonzo, Beal, Clarkson, Cam Johnson, Bog, the Ant-Man, Vanderbilt, and Turner.
I don't remember getting any exposure to Bog on FanDuel when I was building. See if you could switch that to DeAndre Hunter. Turner's tough now. Now that Sabonis is in, I would try and get up to Andre Drummond or Capela in that spot.
Get up. All right, let's go on. We have 3 more games, and we'll head to the chat for a couple more minutes, and then we are out of here. Oklahoma City Thunder, Phoenix Suns. Suns favored by 7.5. Juice is actually going to the Thunder, though, so watch out if you like that line one way or another. You're taking now, or wait a second. Over-under sits at 216. Yuck. Anything from this game?
Yeah, Devin Booker's out, so you can go with CP3 and DeAndre Ayton. Mega chalk for both of these guys, so I don't know if I could get there. They're both in really good spots. No, there's no denying that. Analytics show that. Just the rotation show that. Everything points to them being in a good spot. Just on a 12-game slate when somebody like Chris Paul or DeAndre Ayton's coming in 20, 30+% owned, I don't know if I could get behind that. So that's the one thing from there. If you're playing these large field contests, you got to make sure that you're getting different in your lineup elsewhere. Not a lot of people are paying up for studs today. You got guys like Kevin Durant, Trae Young, Bradley Beal. They're all coming in under 10% owned. So if you could find the value with a certain tool, I would encourage you to do so.
Interesting.
I would encourage you to do so because playing CP3 and DeAndre Ayton tonight, they're great plays. Just again, the ownership that's there is kind of scaring me a little bit.
It is getting up there. A couple games left. Washington Wizards, New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans favored by 8.5 at home. Over under is 226.5. I think Westbrook is out tonight, correct?
Yes.
He's
so
out.
So is everybody else.
So is everybody else from Washington.
Bertans is out. Hashimura is out. Ish Smith is out. Mo Wagner's out. And everybody's out.
Lock him in, baby.
That's correct.
Zion, lock him in.
So
We love to say.
Who's guarding Zion tonight? Robin Lopez?
I guess.
I don't have to, like, we could talk about all the analytics in the world and I could pretend to, have a mechanical keyboard in front of me and be that guy, but just simplify it as much as possible. Zion's going up against Robin Lopez. Just let that sink in for 2 seconds before you think about, maybe should I play Zion or not? Is he a 100% lock button? I don't think anybody is on this slate other than a Washington Wizard that I'm about to go on a rant on. But that, like, outside of that, nobody's 100% just because it's 12 games. But I love Zion tonight. No one's going to be able to guard him. And when he gets inside like that, it's scary. So I love Zion in the spot. You can play Brandon Ingram. Not going to say no. You're wearing the hoodie. I will mention him. But I do prefer Zion there. Zoe, they might be trading Zoe. So they're going to give this guy some run. They're going to try and showcase him a little bit, trying to increase his value, because them saying, oh, hey, he got drafted second overall once upon a time, that teams don't give a crap. So they gotta show that he could ball. And you know what? See what I did there? He's gonna have to showcase his talents to be able to increase his trade value and get out of town, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see them give a little bit of an extra run. It's a plus EV matchup going up against Washington. Anytime Russell Westbrook's in the lineup, it's even better when he's out. So on the flip side, if you don't play Bradley Beal on DraftKings tonight, I can't trust you.
What are we taking in terms of bets?
The only reason why I'm not taking it, listen to this.
Oh no.
He has the highest PRA on the entire slate. 12 games, Giannis, Luka, Joker, KD, Trey, Curry. You name them, Bradley Beal's PRA is higher. 50.5.
Holy
PRA.
shit.
50.
That's
0.5. People like we love to do that in NFL, right? We look at Vegas odds and we're like, oh, hey, Derrick Henry's minus 300 to score. You need to play Derrick Henry. Bradley Beal's PRA is higher than Giannis Antetokounmpo's. Yeah. Luka Doncic, Jokic, all the guys that I just named. How do you not play Bradley Beal tonight?
There's nobody.
He shot the ball yesterday. He shot the ball 28 times yesterday. 28.
And that was with Russell Westbrook playing.
And that was with Russ chucking it up 20 times. How many times is he going to shoot tonight?
I hope 100. I mean, considering literally no one.
How many times is it? Who else is going to take shots? Jerome Robinson?
I don't want to take the over on that 50.5 now, just to say I did it, kind of thing.
Let's do it just because.
I could throw $5 on that.
The pizza bet. The pizza money. The $5.
Just that's to
like say that's like a 0.25 unit bet.
Yeah.
0.25 unit bet. We'll do it that way.
Little tiny guy.
So like a very small one, just to say that you did it. And it's fun to root for him for your DFS lamps on top of that.
Exactly.
So like you think about it, you're thinking about it this way, right? So you end up making an NFL lineup. You're like, okay, this guy has a ridiculous odds to score a touchdown. I need that in my lineup. He has a higher PRA than Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Love it.
I don't know what else to say. Like Vegas is Vegas. Higher PRA than Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Play a lot of Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal tonight.
Also Zion too, just because. Last game, we'll get back to the chat, and then we are out of here. Timber Bulls, Golden State Warriors. The Fighting Stephs are 8.5 point favorites. Over under 230. Woo, that's kind of nice. I like that. Is Steph like in that tier 1B as well? Yeah, we're hammering that.
Steph Curry. It's like, you know what? They make it too easy sometimes. It's like it's really complicated. The salaries, moving people around. DK's a puzzle piece with all these multiple positional eligibilities. Steph Curry, 2 days ago. Not 2 weeks, not 2 months. 2 days ago. Exact same spot. Exact same matchup. They haven't changed his price. He dropped 36 points and 7 threes.
Ooh.
Like, this is something where it's like, oh, I don't know if he'll get there. No, he already did it 48 hours ago. Same week, same matchup, exact same spot. And now D'Lo might play. Does D'Lo play?
That's nice.
Does D'Lo even run on defense?
Revenge narrative for D'Lo?
Yes, I like that. I mentioned it too. I mentioned it. I want to see D'Lo and Steph going back and forth tonight. I love Steph. 9,300 on DraftKings is a joke. This is why, again, I want to play De'Aaron Fox in that like very low owned matchup. When I'm talking about for the people that play the large field contest. For me, again, based on the contest that I play, I can't get there. But how can you play De'Aaron Fox when Steph Curry's a couple $100 more? Trae Young's a couple $100 more. Like Curry just dropped 54 DraftKings points in the exact same spot. There's nobody that could guard him on the T-Wolves. It's not happening. They don't have defenders. You know what's really sad when your best defender is Karl Anthony Towns. Like they don't play D. They do not play D. And now on top of that, you replace one of their starting guards with D'Lo getting back into the lineup. Steph against D'Lo.
Love it. I'm in. Golden State to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
8.5
the spread's too big. I wouldn't bet the money line there. There's not really a value from that standpoint.
All right, let's hop back to the chat. We have a couple more, and then we are out of here. Paul, Nito, Clarkson, Beal, Ingram, Bay, Williamson, Gordon, Turner, single entry GPP FanDuel.
I don't want to play Ingram and Zion together. On FanDuel, it's okay. Small forward blows as usual on FanDuel because they slot small forwards as point guards and whatever. So it's their world. We're all just living in it. That's okay. But playing Brandon Ingram and Zion, I want Zion to absolutely eat tonight if I'm playing him. So I don't want Ingram taking away from that. I don't really see a path based on how slow they've been playing under Stan Van Gundy. I don't like it's a big pace up spot against Washington, and I'm hoping Washington pushes the pace to get New Orleans to kind of get in their groove and play the way they were playing last season. But for both of them to kind of hit that 50-plus point ceiling, it would be pretty tough, especially with guys like Zoe still going out there and Bledsoe's out there and Steven Adams is still going to, drop his casual 10 and 10. So I'd rather just pick one of the two. Rest is strong, though.
Love it. Is it Nito season?
I got to run the mall one more time, but last time he was popping for, I think, just under or just over 6 times his price. So I definitely do like that spot for him. Just we just have to watch the minutes restriction because he was off a long way off there. So and they just played yesterday. So as long as he's good, we're good.
Hello from Spain. I'm a Wolves fan. Sorry,
Hello.
Dude. Yikes. Sorry to hear that. Here we go. Let's go back here. Brian with his monkey knife fight. KD over 29.5, Giannis under 28.5, Trae over 27.5, LBJ over 26.5, Embiid under 26.5, Kyrie over 25.5, Grant over 23.5, Joker over 23.5.
I'll never take a Joker under.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
Grant, again, that number 23.5 is just like it's at that exact number every single night for a reason. It's like he either hits 22 or he hits 24. There's no like Jeremy Grant's ceiling is like maybe 30 points. So that to me is it's a little iffy. And I'll never take a Giannis under, not against the Raptors who have Aaron Baines standing there with his 2 arms in the air. Like that's pretty scary tonight. Not great.
Cash lineup right now: Kemba, Nito, Lamb, Hayward, Capella, Trae, Roby, Zeller.
I can't play Roby tonight. Horford is back. So Roby's completely out of the picture for us tonight.
And we talked about Kemba a little bit before, not really.
Yeah, that's the only thing. There's a lot of guards and a lot of good spots. I like the Hayward play. He's going to be low owned, but you need to get Bradley Beal in there somehow. I like Capella. It's weird. Usually cash builds, we like to go a bit more balanced. Guys would say for floors, but if you build around Capella and Beal, I feel like that alone will keep you in contention.
Safe enough floor.
Yeah.
Darius Garland starting at 4,600 on DK.
I'm out. I'm not a Sexland supporter. I'm just the Colin Sexton part of that supporter.
But Sexland is such a fun thing to say. Come on.
Yeah, but it's Colin Sexton. Like his shoulders hurt from carrying that from carrying that name every night. I'm not a Darius Garland guy.
All right, I respect
it. It is a really cheap price point though, so I understand the interest. I'll joke aside there about the Sexland thing there. But
he loves it, guys.
I can't get behind it with. You think about their starting 5. Sexton's going to be the primary on-ball scorer like he always is, and then Drummond's going to feast in the paint. You would need Garland to have you're relying on that intermediary period where Sexton comes off the floor, but even then Drummond's still out there. Jared Allen might come in. There's a lot of moving pieces there where I can't really trust Darius Garland, but the price point is really cheap. He was up to $6.5K at one point this season, so I do understand the interest. You want to take it on a flyer for these 50,000 people contests? Yeah, go for it.
Can't hurt. The ball sack lineup: Baby Ball, Holiday, Bacon, Mount Zion, Ed Davis, Big Ball, LBJ, and Beal.
Man, you got LBJ and Beal in there too. I don't know, based on position eligibility, I don't know if it's possible. I don't have DK open in front of me, obviously, but if you could get McConnell over Aaron Holiday, I would like that a lot better.
Love it. Let's move on. Lonzo Beal, Nadir, Zion Ayton, Melendon. I don't know how to say that one. Gill and Capella.
I don't trust
Melendon.
Even though he gets to start, that's SGA. Like that's the thing when I was talking about it last show where, playing starters versus bench guys, it doesn't matter if a guy starts if he's sharing the court with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. Okay, Jeff Green gets a start all the time, but do you really want to play Jeff Green when he's sharing the court with all those three guys? So I would not play him. Rest looked okay though.
Yeah. Pelicans are 30th in allowed threes, so Beal hits 9 tonight.
Beal dropping 30 at half.
That's why we're taking the over 50, gentlemen. Boo Bradley out.
Ooh, okay. If Siakam's out, I'm okay playing Norman Powell.
There we go. FanDuel GPP: Curry, Ball, Beal, Devi, Okuge, Hunter, Jay Green. That's too funny, right? I mean, okay. Zion and Ayton.
I'm hoping that's JaMychal Green.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
Even then, his upside is a little low considering MPJ is back. You got to move things around a little bit there.
Got to work with a Beal, Ennis, Zion, Capella, Clarkson, Stanley Johnson with OG out, and Zeller.
Yeah, Stanley Johnson's one of those guys that just runs for 36 minutes, unfortunately. But I'll send you the screenshot later tonight, guys. Yeah, he has one of those, 10 to 15 point floors. Look, for the rest of your lineup, it's okay because the rest of your lineup's very strong. So
love it. The Duke lineup: Kyrie, Seth, Tatum, Brandon Ingram, Plumdahl, Zion, JJ, and Tyrese Maxey. I love it.
We get it. You have such limited options that you know what.
He said he can switch to McConnell if you want.
Yeah, switch to McConnell.
There we go. Awesome. That is just about everything. We're going to let Ghostman run. He's got shit to do. Where can everybody find you on the internet, Ghostman?
At DFS_Ghost on Twitter, and of course with the Win Daily team in our Discord chat. Make sure you guys come and join WinDailySports.com/chat. 7 free days.
Baby. You can follow me at Michael Brazil 1. You can follow us at Win Daily Sports. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to HNB Media TV. And thank you to BlueChew. BlueChew.com. Promo code WinDaily. Get some hard dick. That's always nice. Thank you all. We sincerely do appreciate it. We are here. We are having fun, and we are always enjoying ourselves there. So without further ado, have a wonderful rest of your night and make it a very profitable week. Wait, what is this? A Wednesday. Wet Wednesday. There we go. Wait, I'm not yet. Make it a very profitable Wet Wednesday in the NBA. Bye, everybody.